Alright, hey guys. So today I'm going to be doing a labor and delivery story. So my daughter Everly was born on April 22nd, and oh my god. Okay, come on. You're just going to sit here. So my daughter Everly was born April 22nd, and I'm going to be telling you everything that happened leading up to the actual birth. So on April 19th, I went to the hospital because I was having horrible back pain and I was having basically contractions. And I wasn't dilating, and they hooked me up and they were like, yeah, you're definitely having contractions, but you're getting induced on the 22nd. So just hang in there unless it gets worse. So I was hanging in there, and then on the 20th, I went back to the hospital and I was like, look, I'm dying. Like, I'm in so much pain. And they're like, you're still not dilating any. So then finally on Easter, the 21st, I was going in that night. I think it was 6 o'clock I was supposed to go in. And I woke up. Oh my God, it was happening. Like, baby was coming out. It was extreme pain. So I would just be sitting there and I'd be fine, and all of a sudden a contraction would hit and I would be gasping for air. I could not breathe. It was very, very intense. So I was talking to my mom, and I was like, all right, let's try to walk the baby out. So we walked around a couple of stores. Barely any were open because it was Easter. But we walked around a couple of stores, me, her, and Everly's dad, Stefan. And so we were doing that. And then we went to go get some dinner. We went to Texas Roadhouse, which was maybe 5 minutes from the hospital I was going to be at. So we went there, and I went to the bathroom, and no joke, I was like, look, this baby's coming out. It was so bad. I was in the bathroom. I was going to the bathroom, and I was actually trying to poop. And I was like, if I push, I'm pushing this baby out. It's intense. So I was in, the handicap stall, and, come on, Leo. And there was, these little railings. And so, I'm holding onto the railings, and I'm, jumping up, wiggling around, doing anything, trying to get this pain to chill out. It was, first of all, I'm a wuss when it comes to pain. I am not good with pain. If I get a paper cut, I'm probably going to end up in a corner crying. I'm not good with pain. But this was different. This, I want to say it was the worst pain, but it gets worse. So I'm having these pains. I go back, and my food was finally at the table. Well, actually, when I was in the bathroom, I was huge when I was pregnant. I had such a big baby bump. And everyone's like, holy shit, your baby is going to be fucking huge. Your baby is going to be the biggest baby ever. And I already had gestational diabetes. I was on, a diet. And so anyways, I was getting food that, I could eat with my restrictions. I'm not sure exactly what I ate. But I got to the table. My food was there. It was me, everyone who was eating with us. It was me, Stefan, my mom, my dad, my brother, and his girlfriend, Megan. And so we're all sitting there. We're all eating. And I took a few bites. Oh my God, another contraction hits. I'm like, and everyone's like, are you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Because it would go away after a few seconds. And I was not good. This hurt so bad. But I was so hungry. I was like, look, I'm going to go to the hospital. I'm not going to be able to eat. So I'm trying to tough it out. I'm like, I got this. Nope, I don't got it. I'm like, nope, never mind. I got to go to the hospital. Because another one hit. I was like, fuck this shit. I need to go. And so Stefan was almost done. I took one bite of my food. I was like, just hurry up and eat. And he was taking too long. He is slow. And so he's over there let me cut up my steak real slow and take a nice bite. I'm like, no, fuck this. We gotta go right now. It's oh my God, we gotta go. Oh my God. And so I get to the hospital, and they're like, yeah, you're only 1 centimeter dilated. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I swear to God, I thought I was going to push this baby out in 2 more seconds. So I'm walking around, and I'm in pain. I'm walking around in my hospital room. Because I was going in at 6, and I got there at 4. And so they're like, well, you are in labor. So we're going to bring you in anyways. But since you're getting induced, it's even better, perfect timing. And so, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I got induced because of gestational diabetes. And I was 39 weeks pregnant. Yeah, because I started on the 21st, which was a Sunday. And Monday was the 22nd. So Sunday night, I was starting the process of Pitocin and this oral medication to kind of get things flowing. So I got there. I didn't start any medicine yet. We were seeing how I was progressing, and I was progressing very slow. And so I was there for like 2 hours, and I'm in pain, and my nurse was telling me all about, like, oh yeah, we got a jacuzzi tub, it's real nice, and all this cool stuff. And so I was like, okay, I'll try to take a bath. She's like, it helps with pain, everyone swears by it. I'm like, okay, anything to help with this pain. So I go into the bathtub, and there's a fucking wad of hair. I mean, like, a giant clump of, like, whoever the fuck was there, they got a clump of hair, and my mom was like, let me go tell someone, and I'm over here, like, grasping on, like, to anything I can find. Like, I feel like I'm gonna die. And so, Stefan just goes ahead, cleans up the bathtub real quick, like, gets a whole bunch of shit, cleans it, like, go ask the nurses for shit. And so he cleaned it for me. Then I went in there, and it's a jacuzzi tub. And so I'm just chilling, I'm just sitting back. I got my big old pregnant belly, and I'm just hanging out for a bit. And the contractions hit. And when they do, I, like, lean up on the side of the toilet. This was my position I was in. I have shorts on. They're just short. So, hold on. I guess I'll stand up to show you. So, here's the ledge. I'm in the toilet. See, say this is the bathtub. Here's the ledge. I'm, like, hunched over. I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's intense. Like, it's intense. And so, finally, I mean, I'm still 1 centimeter dilated forever. And I'm like, I don't know, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this. I just can't. And so, they gave me the epidural at only 1 centimeter. I thought you had to be like 4 or 5, but no, they were like, yeah, you're suffering. We'll give it to you. So I get my epidural, and I'm sure if you're watching this, you know what an epidural is. But if you don't, basically you sit on the side of the bed and you kind of like lean forward. They'll do a couple numbing injections. I don't know how many. And then they stick something in, and medicine can constantly flow. You have a button, they'll flow. And basically from your waist down, you don't feel. But everyone thinks you're completely numb. You're not. Like, you feel sensations, but you don't, like, feel. Like, if someone poked me, it's, like, tingly. It's like my leg fell asleep. It's not like I don't feel nothing at all. I'm not limp. Like, if I needed to scooch my leg over, I could. It's really hard. I couldn't walk, but I could pick up my leg and do it. Anyways, so I got the epidural, and then, I mean, I was just in so much pain. And originally I had planned for just Stefan to be in the room when I pushed, but Stefan and my mom to be in the room for the whole process. So people were coming in and visiting me, and I didn't really want any visitors until after the baby was born. Like, I'm in a lot of pain, but it was what it was. People asked, and yeah, some people came, some people didn't. But, so during that process, I started to feel one side of I think it was my left side at this point, I could feel it. And when the contractions hit, it's so bad. I mean, so bad. Like, I feel everything, and I'm crying, and everyone can see how much pain I'm in. And so then I tell the lady, and they redo my epidural. They don't actually take the needle out, but they add more medicine in instead of through the button. They, like, I don't know, they inserted more, like, faster. I don't know. So I did that, and then I had to lay down, and it worked again. And then, I'm trying to remember the exact order. So then I started, it was working, I was hanging out, but any kind of medicine like that makes me feel really nauseous. Like, if I get a tooth done, like a fill-in, and they do the little numbing injections in my mouth, I get really nauseous. So I ended up puking, and Stefan, he was a real good sport for this. He had like a bucket, and he's coming to me, and I mean, projectile puke. Like, I puked all over him. I puked all over the floor. I puked all over the bed. It's really fucking gross. But when I puked, he was like, here, and his mouth is open, and puke got in his mouth. Like, everyone around me was suffering with me. Like, it was really intense. So, that happened, and then I couldn't feel the right side. I mean, I could feel the right side. And it doesn't bother me until the contractions hit. And when they hit, oh my fucking God, worst pain in my life. Like, I can't even describe it. People are like, it's like period cramps. No, it's not. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shit is not like no goddamn period cramp. This shit hurts. Like, listen, if someone's like, labor will be easy, it's not gonna hurt, you're fucking stupid. I don't know what you're talking about. This shit is painful. Maybe you did good for you. But the rest of us out here, we're suffering. And you're trying to make it seem like it was easy. shit hurts. So basically, they make me lean up again, and they do the same thing. They add more fast, and then she was checking my cervix, and I think I was 2 centimeters or 4 centimeters. No, I was 2 centimeters, and it was like 4 a.m. at this point, and my water broke afterwards. Like 5 minutes after she checked, my water broke, and I heard like a pop. Like I heard it. Like I heard like it was very light, like, and then I felt it, and you can't feel, but like I felt like, I don't know how to describe it. I felt something, but I didn't know. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I knew my water broke at this point, okay? So I'm like, holy shit, it's happening! I'm thinking like it's about to happen. Like 5 minutes later, I'm gonna push this baby. They say once your water breaks, things start speeding up. So my mom goes and gets the nurse, and she's like, yeah, your water definitely broke. This shit did not fucking speed up. This shit took forever still. So anyways, I don't remember the exact time, but maybe around 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning so like 8 or 9 of the April 22nd, I felt everything again. Like, I mean, both sides of my legs, I felt like it was bad. Like, I was suffering. Like, it was bad. And so they actually took out the needle. It's like a plastic needle where it keeps flowing in, but you don't have that hard-ass needle, so you can lay on your back, and it's, like, flexible. So they actually took that out, then they redid the numbing injections, and they redid the entire epidural. And every time they do an epidural, an anesthesiologist has to come in and do it. So this is actually a new one. The first 2 times was the same guy. And let me tell you, that guy was a fucking asshole. He was so rude. I was like, well, can you tell me what's going on? He's like, I'm going to do this, and then that's it. I'm like, okay. And then I started feeling, like, pain in my upper back and, like, towards my chest. I'm like, is this okay? Like, I've heard, like, crazy shit happening. And he wouldn't answer me. He did not say one thing. And he's like, yeah, at the end. Like, when he's walking out the door, he's like, yeah, you'll be fine. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are you so fucking rude? Anyways, so I redid it again, and finally, it's working. I mean, it's working, and I would do the epidural all over again I would do the epidural like 10 times in a row if I had to, just so I wouldn't have to feel these contractions. So finally, this epidural is working. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm in the clear. And I'm not sure. She checked me again at 10 a.m., and she was like, you're 9 centimeters dilated. And so around 11, we might start pushing. So 11 o'clock hits. She's like, yeah, you're like 9.5. I'm like, okay, well, what are we going to do? And so the actual OB came in. Like, I met an OB who was supposed to induce me. And so she came in. Oh my God, this story fucking sucks. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But during this whole time, I'm on Pitocin, okay? So I have an IV of Pitocin that's helping the process. Okay, I mean, it really wasn't that much, but anyway, so I'm starting Pitocin, and that's what made my contractions so bad that I was in so much pain, I think. But even without the Pitocin, I'm sure this shit fucking hurts. So anyways, the doctor comes in, and that's when she was like, so you're 9.5 centimeters. You could start pushing to get things kind of going. I'm like, oh my God, it's time. Finally, it's time. So the doctor gets out of the room, and this fucking nurse is like, yeah, we're not going to have you push yet. I don't want to be here for 5 hours while you're pushing. So you can just go ahead, take a nap or some shit because, I mean, she didn't take some shit. She said, take a nap or something because we're not pushing yet. We're going to wait till you're 10 centimeters. I'm like, are you kidding me? And it turned out to be the best decision ever at the end. But I was mad because I didn't get it. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, why can't I push? Like, I want to meet her already. I'm in pain. And I was so scared to push. I mean, I was fucking so scared to push. But, okay. So I took a nap, and this was around, I want to say, like 11 or 12. And I woke up at, let's see. I'm not sure the exact time I woke up, okay? I don't know. Anywho's, so, well, hold on, let me think of the exact time I woke up. Okay, so I tried thinking about what the actual time was, and maybe it was like 3:30, I don't know. But as soon as I woke up, I was like, it's time, like, this baby's coming out right now, I don't care what you say, it is time. And they checked me. They're like, yeah, you're 10 centimeters. Let me go ahead and get the other nurse or something and let's start pushing. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I am so scared. I'm about to push a whole baby out. How the hell, like, I'm only 4'9". Like, my torso is like this big. Like, I mean, I'm small. I'm like, oh my God, now I'm about to push a whole baby out. I don't know what to do. I have no idea what to do. I'm panicking. I'm so scared. That was the easiest part. Pushing was the easiest part because I was numb. I could feel pressure, but it was the easiest part. So I pushed for about an hour and 11 minutes, and she was born at 2:41 p.m., April 22nd. But when I was pushing, it's just the nurse. Like, one or two nurses was there. She's the one pushing you. I'm helping you push, talking you through it and everything. And then, like, last minute, the actual OB comes in. And I knew who the OB was because I was getting induced, and it was someone that I met, like, once or twice. And so I was waiting for her to come in, and she never came in. And I was like, where the hell is she? And some other lady came in, and it was a midwife. And I'm going to be honest, I was like, I don't know about a midwife. I don't know if I trust a midwife. A midwife did my birth control here once, and she was a bitch. And I mean, I judged basically everyone off my horrible experience with a midwife in the beginning. But now I'm like, fucking praise the Lord for midwives. I want a midwife to deliver my next kid. This midwife, she came in, and I don't really know what she did. So, like, say, here's the baby coming out. She, like, did some swirling stuff, and I don't really know. But I pushed. She was really nice. She was like, yeah, come on. I don't know. Just very friendly. I'm pretty sure she was way nicer than my OB would have been, who was going to deliver her. And baby's out. She's on my chest. I mean, she didn't really cry. She, like, whined a little bit when she was born. I'm crying. I'm fucking bawling my eyes out like this. I can't describe it, but the best feeling in the world is just that first second of your baby being placed on your chest. Like, I want to cry thinking about it. Like, I look at her newborn pictures sometimes, and I just cry. Like, I can't believe that I actually created that. Like, it's amazing. Like, she's perfect. So, she's on my chest and everything, and I don't really know what they're doing. They're taking out my placenta at this point. And then they take her real quick to go weigh her and see how long she is. And let me tell you, this little girl was born with a big-ass cone head. I mean, her head was like yay big. I mean, she had a cone head. Because, I mean, I was 9 centimeters dilated for, like, more than 4 hours. Like, she had a big cone head. But I don't care. She was perfect. And she had a lot of hair. And I didn't think she was going to have a lot of hair at all. Because I was born with some hair, and my brother was born with some hair. But we didn't have, like, a lot of hair, and I don't know, like, I honestly thought a lot of white babies didn't have a lot of hair. That's just what I thought. But, I mean, she was born with a good bit of hair, and I was like, oh, my God, look how cute. Like, I really wanted her to have hair. Nothing against bald babies, but I was really hoping for a baby with some hair on her head. And she had the cutest little bit of hair, and it was so soft, and just everything about her was fucking perfect. I mean, perfect. Oh, my God, she's fucking amazing. So, as they're doing that, the lady comes back. Well, she never actually left. She, like, scooted back, like, giving them a placenta or something. And I told them to donate it. And she was looking, and I'm like, all right, so what's the damage going on down there? Like, that's what I was really worried about. One of my biggest fears was that I was going to, like, tear all the way to my asshole or something. Like, I mean, I was panicking. Like, I was like, oh, my God. Like, how bad is this going to be? Recovery is going to be bad. And she was like, you're fine. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm fine? What do you mean, like, I'm fine? She's like, you don't need any stitches, you're okay. I'm like, what? I've never heard of that happening in my whole life. I was like, none? I was like, shit, okay. Like, all right, this is the best thing ever. And so I was very, very happy with that. And so they just kind of, I don't really know, like, all the details. That's when they brought her back, and I was just holding her. Basically, they're just, like, kind of, like, push on your stomach, like, up and low to kind of get everything to finish coming out. And so I held her, and they didn't bathe her to actually the next day because the stuff that they're born with is super good for their skin and everything. And so she was on my chest. We were doing skin to skin for a while, and then I tried to breastfeed, which I was breastfeeding. She was getting colostrum. And then Stefan did Skin to Skin, and then people started coming in and visiting and everything. But she was 21 inches long. That is the 90th percentile. And then she was 6 pounds and 13 ounces, which I'm not sure what percentile that is. But she was a good baby. Like she was super skinny, but she was so long. And as I said before, I'm only 4'9". Like technically, I'm not even average height. I'm not even close to average height. Like 4'10" is like technical midget. Like if you're below that, you're technically a midget, not like a dwarf though, if that makes sense. Like you're just super tiny, and I'm 4'9.5". So here's 4'10", here's me like right at it. But anywho's, so I mean I'm tiny and she's super big, and I'm like, she's getting this after her dad because her dad's 6'2". But so she was born, best experience ever, and they had to keep checking her blood sugar because I had gestational diabetes, and they were worried that she would have blood sugar issues, but she was perfectly fine, and it was just best experience of my life. And if you have any questions, you can ask. I mean, I don't think I did that good of details. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't really know how to describe the experience other than absolutely amazing. With all the pain, I would do it again 20 times just so I could have her. Like, hands down, best thing ever. And, yeah, so I'm going to be making more baby videos, and I'm going to be making a daily video, like daily life with the newborn baby, because technically she's still a newborn. And then maybe like a night routine with the baby, just stuff like that. So I hope you like this. I know I ramble a lot, and I know I'm not like a vlogger, but I'm just trying to share my experience growing as a mother with her, because this is my first child, and I am only 20. So I want everyone to know, like, yes, it's hard being a parent, but it's best experience in the world. Like, I want you to watch her grow as I watch her, as I grow with her. So, I mean, follow us in our journey. Watch little Everly become into the most beautiful young woman that I know she's going to become. And just join our experience. Join our family. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you stay tuned. I'm not sure what days I'm going to be uploading, but I want you guys to follow our journey and be there with us. So subscribe and like this video, comment if you have any questions, and join the fam.